What's up? So I have to be honest with you, and although this video is probably on some form of social media right now, I am kind of over social in a lot of ways. And don't get me wrong, I'm definitely like still online all the time and scrolling and spending way too much time on my phone. But there's a part of social that can be extremely draining. And when I'm trying to be more productive, when I'm trying to, be more mindful with my time and how I'm spending it and how I feel when I'm spending it, I'm trying to spend less time on social. But a big part of my job is to be online, and a big part of most people's job now requires some form of social media. And I know if you're here because you are a content creator or a course creator, or you're a service provider, you kind of need to have a presence on social. I always say, like, I don't even go to a new sushi restaurant without first trying to create them on social media of some kind. If they don't have an Instagram, I'm like, that's a bad sign, and it's probably not. But we do use social as a form of like credibility at this point, right? So question becomes, how do we spend more time on social media? How do we leverage organic growth, this incredible opportunity that we have as modern day business owners that literally costs no money? How do we leverage it without going crazy, feeling like you constantly have to put out something new, or doom scrolling? And what I want to talk about is how I've continue to grow on social media without spending all my time on it. And I'm definitely not the like social media guru person, but this is kind of my like productive way to get in and get out online while still getting results. And that's kind of my goal. And if that's yours, then I think you might like this. So the first thing that you want to do, really important thing, no matter what social platform you choose, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, TikTok, wherever, YouTube, I'm even going to include here. What you need to do is come up with a tracking strategy. And so you need to have some sort of tracking system in the back end of your business that you do every single week or every single month, where you look into your results and say, how did we do this week in terms of followers, engagement, clicks, in terms of how many email subscribers we have. Something I give people inside MPQ is a social media tracker that we like. I personally use the exact same one every single week to see how many new subscribers do we have on our email list, how many new people do we have on Instagram, how many new people on Pinterest, because we know that growing an audience and growing a community is so important for business growth in this landscape that we all work in. The reason that this tracking works and is not just like a way to keep track of what's going on in your business, the reason that this is so powerful for actually growing is actually because of what, this is actually a manifestation technique, I think, where they say, where your attention goes, energy flows. And so if you're woo, you've heard this before. And guess what? It works for the boring stuff like tracking and growing your numbers as well, because you are paying attention to what's working and what's not. And above the like energy of putting your, attention on a certain platform that you want to focus on growing, on the more logical side, what happens is you go ahead, you look at how you did last week, and you start to think to yourself, all right, we didn't grow last week. What happened? Oh, I didn't post last week. Oh, this happened or that happened, or actually we posted a lot more of this type of content, or I didn't go live. Or maybe you had a really incredible week and you get to say, okay, what did we do that worked? And you get to go back, leave yourself some notes and say, I went live 2 times. I started focusing more on video, and, this happened. And that is going to be really powerful for you to know where you need to be spending your time and where it's most valuable for you to be spending your time, because we could all spend our time all day on social media. But if you're not doing the things that actually create growth and bring in new engagement and new community members and all that stuff, then what's the point, really, right? Unless you really enjoy it and just want to be spending time there, that's cool. But if your goal is growth and you're doing things that aren't actually giving you a lot of bang for your buck or a lot of results for your time, then that's not very productive. So the more mindful you are of what's working and what's not, the more you're going to be able to do more of those things and less of the things that don't work. And that's why I believe a simple spreadsheet and just tracking the 1, 2, or 3 platforms. Why did I say it like that? 1, 2, or 3. Yeah, but my point is, don't try to grow and track everything. I don't know if that's really like going to be the most valuable, but choose like email subscribers and maybe 1 or 2 other platforms for social, and keep track. Look into it. Take the time. Give yourself an hour to go through the numbers, and then not just have those numbers, but go back and say, what did we do? What worked? What didn't work? Why did we have so many unsubscribes last week? What do we think is going on? And sometimes you're not going to be able to know because the algorithm changed or blah, blah, blah. It was, who knows? But sometimes you will. And when you do, that's going to be where you get the most key information that's going to make you more productive and allow you to grow by spending even less time on social. So let me know if those techniques are helpful for you and what platform you're trying to grow this year on social. And I can't wait to talk more about that.